Hi guys and welcome to today's video. First of all, sorry for last week's video, which was really weird and just like me grabbing my camera and filming like a few New Year's resolutions and stuff, because I thought that this video was recorded and edited and planned and everything. But you know when you have these moments where you think about something so much in your head that you think that it actually happened? That's what happened to me last week. I thought that I filmed this video, because I wanted it to be the first video that was on my channel for 2018 because I'm so excited. So let's get to it. The biathlon is coming back. If you don't know me, you've probably never heard of biathlon, and it's fine. If you do know me in real life, you probably want to strangle me every time I mention that word. So basically, it is a charity event that I created 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Basically, it's one day in spring generally. This year it's March 10. From 8 AM to 8 PM you can come and do archery and running, kind of like a biathlon, where you ski, like cross-country skiing, and then you shoot a gun, like a laser gun. Well, this time it's running. You run a kilometer, which is a bit less than a mile, but I don't know how much it is in miles. Then you shoot 4 targets. How many targets you miss is how many penalties you're gonna get on the next lap, etc, etc. You can do 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers depending on like your fitness level or how much time you have or how much money you have to give, because all the money from like registration and selling cakes and selling beers and people donating like the day of the event, all of the money goes to a charity that is called Vaincre la mucoviscidose. It is a national charity organization in France that is working towards a cure for cystic fibrosis. Now, if you've never heard of cystic fibrosis, it is a genetic disease that for now doesn't have any cure, but we're making loads of progress. Like in the 50s, I think, if your child had cystic fibrosis, chances were he was died. Great English. He was dead by the age of 7, and now I think the lifespan is 40 years old, which is huge. Like someone with cystic fibrosis can actually go to college and graduate and have like a family, kids and stuff. So it is amazing. Now, I wanted to make this video because I want to talk about my like charity event thing. Obviously, if you are in France and near Grenoble, please do come and run or just come and buy cake and help us and donate and do whatever you can. If you are in France and you're not near Grenoble, it's fine. You can still log onto our Facebook page and share it with your friends, just in case you have friends that happen to be near Grenoble. It would really help us. If you're not in France, it's still okay. I'll put loads of links in the description for the Cystic Fibrosis Organization, which is a US-based organization that works towards the same goal. I'll put, of course, the French one, and I'll try to look a UK one. And I think UK, US and France are mostly where you guys are from, so that should cover almost everyone. If not, do tell me and I will add your country. National Organization for Cystic Fibrosis. Now, how did this all start? A few years ago, my school asked us, like everyone studying in that school, if we could start something, like a project, and it could be anything. Some people just like set up tutorial classes for like math tutorials or stuff like that for people struggling in class, and that was really good. Some people did like challenges. Loud cars. Yeah, some people did challenges, like they went running a marathon or stuff like that. And I decided to do a fundraising event around running and archery to raise money for for Vaincre la mucoviscidose, which is this charity fighting cystic fibrosis. That's quite hard to say in English, especially since I'm used to promoting it in French, but I really wanted to make this video because cystic fibrosis is something that is personally very important to me, because I lost someone, sadly. In high school I had a friend that had cystic fibrosis, and she was the most like, she was a great person and she had all those dreams for the future, and we were just trying to figure out like whether we should take Spanish or German as a second language, and she knew what she wanted to do with her life and stuff like that. So yeah, that really sucked. When we were like 15, 16, she was getting worse, like she was missing school more and more. And basically what cystic fibrosis does to you is it is something that thickens the mucus in your body, mucus that is in your lungs or in any other organs, but the main concern is the one that's in your lungs, because then you're gonna have loads more of like infections and pneumonia and stuff like that, and eventually it could go up to lung failure and basically you stop breathing. There's a bunch of other health complications associated to it, including diabetes and your pancreas not working properly so that you don't absorb a lot of nutrients, so you're very weak. Any minor infection can kill you because your immune system is really weak and stuff like that. So it's really not fun. And we noticed, back to my friend's story, we noticed that she was getting worse. She had to carry that bag with like her oxygen machine around school, and she was really weak. And I did something stupid. I distanced myself from her because I had lost a friend 2 years before that, and it hurt and it sucked, so I didn't want to go through that again. So I thought, being a stupid 15-16 years old, I thought that if we were not friends anymore, like not as close as we were before, it wouldn't hurt when she died. Of course it didn't help. I lost her bit by bit instead of losing her all at once, but in the end she still died and it still hurts, and I'm gonna carry the regret that I did that for the rest of my life. After that, I decided that I was going to do all I can. If I can just help someone, even just one person, to not go through that. If we can reach a point where doctors can go to new parents, like with a newborn baby, and go, your child has cystic fibrosis, but it's okay, we can cure him or her. That would be just unbelievable. What I decided to do was put together a charity event around two things that I love, which are archery and running, and basically you run, you shoot, you have fun, you bring your friends, you drink a beer after that, you eat crepes, which are like amazing French pancakes that my mom makes for the event. We are aiming for €1,000 every year-ish. If you can come and help us, that would be amazing. If you can't, you can still donate to your local charity. I'll put loads of links again in the description. If you do decide to get involved, to donate or to share our page or in any way, do send me a picture, like a screenshot of what you're doing for cystic fibrosis, for the fight against cystic fibrosis. I would love to include you in the fight as well. Once again, something that is very personal to me proves to be horrific to film because I'm so stressed. I want to make my point clear, but at the same time I'm panicking and I'm like, I'm gonna forget something and I'm gonna forget how to speak English. So let's recap quickly. Cystic fibrosis, horrible genetic disease that you get from both of your parents giving you a copy of a diseased gene called CF gene, CF for cystic fibrosis. Basically, both of your parents can be carriers, meaning that they have one OK gene and one sick gene. Basically, if they have that each, you have 50% chance of being a carrier, meaning having just one of the copy, because that's how genetic works. You get a copy from your mom, a copy for your dad. But you also have 25% chance to be like affected by cystic fibrosis if you get the diseased gene from both of your parents. And that's how it works. So it's really important that people understand that it is genetic. You don't get it, like it's not an STD. You can hug and kiss someone with cystic fibrosis, you're not gonna die. Second point, do not step away from your friends that has cystic fibrosis. 3, if you can, donate to your local charity. I'll put loads of links in the description, I've said that before. Do help the fight against cystic fibrosis if you can. If you can't, what you can do, and I'm sure all of you can do that, is share either cystic fibrosis organization's webpage or stuff like that on Twitter, Facebook, anywhere where you can reach more people. Because even if just one person can donate $1, $5, $10 to any charity helping the cause, like we're all fighting for the same cause, so it doesn't matter really if you're donating to the French one or to the US one or whatever. there is hope, and I do believe that we are the generation that is going to see the end of cystic fibrosis. We are doing the 4th edition of Biarcathlon, facebook.com/Biarcathlon, all the infos are in there. It's in French, but if you're not French, I mean, you probably can't come because you live far away. It's on March 10, it's a Saturday, 8 AM to 8 PM. It's gonna be great. There's gonna be crepes and fun and beers if you're over 18. And yeah, it's just gonna be a great day. Do come if you can. Do share the page if you can't come, but you know some French people that maybe could come. So apparently my camera literally stopped recording as I was filming because I was rambling too much. But I don't know where it stopped, but I'm sure you got the point. Cystic fibrosis is bad. We're fighting against it. We need help. You can donate. You can share our page, facebook.com/Biarcathlon. Links in the description. Donate to your local charity if you can. Do help us, do come if you're near Grenoble. March 10, Biarcathlon. It's gonna be great. There's gonna be crepes and like fun stuff and stuff like that. End screen. You can click here to subscribe to my channel so that you get notification every time I upload. You can also go watch last week's video, which is over there. It was not very interesting, but you can still watch it if you want. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye bye!